Arsenal have just beaten Crystal Palace 2-0. But what are my takeaways from the game? Let's find out. So, if we want to go in straight away, I think the man of the match, William Saliba, he is unbelievable. When we watched him yesterday or last night or whenever this video is coming out, I think he exuded this level of confidence and he had an aura about him that only Van Dijk has. Statistically, he came across as a very, very top class centre back, and I think when we want to talk about the great centre backs in the future, he's going to be right up there. If you look at today's game, he covered for Ben White, he covered for Gabriel as well, who I think out of the entire Arsenal backline, I think this was his weakest or Arsenal's weak link. But I think Saliba, what he was able to do was anytime Zaha did get past Ben White, which I think it was very minimal, Saliba was there to cover up. He was there to clean up. He was there to do the dirty work. The tackle that I was really proud of was the one in the second half. It was a slide tackle in the box, and usually you tell your young defenders, "Hey, don't slide tackle," but he did, and he won the ball incredibly cleanly. I think what I'm going to be seeing from Saliba and what I want to judge him on is his aerial ability. I feel like today he was protected because he had White and Gabriel, and he'll have Tomiyasu near him as well. But when the ball comes in the air, how does he contort his body? How does he smell where the danger is going to come from? And I feel that ground duels, I think Saliba is perfect at, or not perfect, but I think that's where his strong suits are. But when it comes to aerially, I think he might have some problems. I think also when we look at Gabriel Jesus, he is a star, bro. Gabriel Jesus is a flipping star at Arsenal. He can carry the team on his back, and it's nice to see that the attack is not just flowing through Bukayo Saka. It can go through Martinelli, it can go through Gabriel Jesus, it can go through Saka. But I'm glad that Saka is not the main, what's the word? He's not the main outlet for Arsenal right now. It's Gabriel Jesus. Watching him yesterday, especially in the first 20 minutes, he was electric. The commentators were like, "Oh my god, is this Gabriel Jesus?" I don't know. So I think Gabriel Jesus, unbelievable. I think as well, when we look at Gabriel Jesus, it's less so about the goals he's going to get for Arsenal. It's more so the work he's going to do at the front. He set up a chance for Martin Odegaard in the second half where he really harried and pressed Mark Gahey. He was unbelievable when it came to that. And when he set Martin Odegaard up, I felt that if it was anyone else apart from Odegaard, he would have scored. All right, the second point I'm going to take away from this match is that Arteta is tinkering with his formation. My friend Ahmed, he really summed it up well. Arteta is moving from the 4-3-3 system almost into a 3-3-4. And what he's allowing Xhaka and Zinchenko to do is really overlap each other, allowing Martinelli to come inside. And I feel that what we're going to see with that left side is going to be Arsenal's most intriguing point of the season. When Tierney comes back, how is he going to react? How is he going to find those spaces that Zinchenko is so good at contorting and finding? And I feel that what Arteta is doing so well is that he is very adaptable with the fluidity of the team. Sometimes I'm seeing Xhaka in the first third, I'm seeing Xhaka in the second third, similar to Zinchenko, I'm seeing him all across the pitch. I feel that the 3-3-4 system is something that Arteta is really, really looking towards. I saw it a lot in pre-season, and Arsenal really tend to play it when they are chasing a game. I saw it a lot last season, especially the Wolves game. I saw the front line, it was Saka, Lacazette, Nketiah and Pepe, and that was a really fluid front line, and it allowed us to score 2 last-minute goals. So I think that's something that we can focus towards, and that's something that we can look at in terms of how Arteta is going to structure the team. I feel that as well, that 3-3-4 is going to be really good when it comes to Nketiah, or the role of Nketiah, because now it means that Nketiah is not going to be starting wide left like he would in the previous system. He'll be a lot closer to Jesus, and what we saw in pre-season is that they have a very good relationship. When Jesus holds, Nketiah goes, and vice versa. We saw it against Nuremberg, and we saw it in other games as well. They have a really good connection with each other. So I think when it gets to a point where we're chasing a game, I think that formation is going to be Arteta's go-to. It happened last season. It didn't work so much due to the profiles we had in the team. But I think it's going to work this year. Let me know though, guys. All right. So the third point I'm going to take away from this game is that Arsenal really lack a press. I feel that when it comes to maybe the 30th minute, we always start well. Arsenal always play incredibly well when it comes to the first 10, 20, 30 minutes because that's when we usually get a goal. But then afterwards, and especially in the second third of the game, what do we do? Do we attack more? No. And this especially happens away from home. We sit back and we invite so much pressure. And this is not an instruction from the manager. The manager doesn't tell them to go and sit back because you don't dominate games like that. You invite a lot of pressure onto you like that. So I feel like Arsenal, they're going through a really big mentality switch up because if you want to press and if you want to be the best team in the league, which Arsenal are aspiring to be, you have to press at not every moment of the game, but you have to pick the right moments and not let big parts of the game and big portions of the game pass you by. I feel like when we look at especially the second third of the game where Palace started to dominate us, we could barely build up from the back. We could barely be confident in our touches. Partey was hiding from the ball. Xhaka was making mistakes. Odegaard was missing. I feel that our midfield is something that can improve on when it comes to the away games. We need to be dominating these types of games if you want to reach the top. I know it's Selhurst Park tax, so we need to obviously assign a pinch of salt to that. But I just think we really struggle with our press away from home. At the Emirates, bro, we're the best team in the world. And it's Arsenal FC. Bro, at home, Arsenal are fantastic when it comes to that. Because the fans are with them. But when the going gets tough in the winter months when Arsenal could be struggling, could be tired, could be fatigued because this season is a season like no other due to the World Cup, how are Arsenal going to respond? This game so far, it didn't leave me with the most confidence because you know me, I am your Arteta fan, your pet fan. I like to have control of most parts of the game. And if moments are lost in the game due to transitions, I really hate that. I really, really, really hate that because it means that anything can happen from a transition. Someone can make a mistake, a goal could happen, we can score. It becomes very unpredictable, the game. And for a neutral, that's fine to watch. But for me as a fan, if I'm trying to dominate or if I'm trying to see my team dominate all parts of the game, the press needs to be good, the passing and the build-up structure need to be confident, and everyone needs to know what they're doing with the ball. No one can hide, no one could do any of it. Alright, speaking of hiding and missing and shying away, I want to speak about Martin Odegaard because look man, we always call him Sunshine Man, all these names that come for Odegaard, and I feel that he is a byproduct of the team. If the team is playing well, Odegaard will be a shining light. If the team doesn't play well, Odegaard will be the first one missing. And when it comes to the captain of our club, it's tough because obviously we don't see day in day out, and Odegaard might be a fantastic leader, but from what we saw last season and his time at the club, it's like in certain situations where we need the big players to step up, Odegaard is not really that guy. I remember the game against Everton he scored. I feel the United game away at Old Trafford he was good. Conceded the penalty though. And I feel that in games where we can't dominate, Odegaard he goes missing. And that's a problem because again, when we reach the bigger levels and the latter stages of tournaments, we need players to show up. We need players that know what it is to carry your team as the captain. We see it with centre backs, we see it with midfielders, we see it with big strikers. You know, in Arsenal histories, you had your Fabregas, you had your Van Persie. Even though they weren't leadership players as such, what they were able to do was they were able to drag the team out of nothing. And Odegaard is young, so I have to give him that excuse. But when we're relying on our captain to create chances, it shouldn't be a case of, okay, so the team isn't playing well, so he's not playing well. I want that synergy to separate slightly. I want players to step up and to make changes from what they see in the game. I might have waffled there, but I know you guys get what I mean. I feel that away from London, or especially away from the Emirates, he struggles. And maybe that is more so a tactical thing. I don't know what they're telling the players at the club, but I just feel like there's more to Odegaard than we see in away games. I feel that once he starts running games away from home, I think Odegaard will be a very good player, one of the best midfielders in the world in terms of that creative number 10 position, but we just have to find out what happens. Okay, my last takeaway from the game is that when we look at Xhaka's positioning, I don't know, it's weird, man, because in the starting 11, I just feel like we've moved past the need of him. I always see Xhaka getting into the box or in that final third, and I feel like that's not what he's good at. I feel that Xhaka is better when he's facing the play. And when it comes to Arsenal, I feel that we're finding Xhaka in positions where he needs to be between the lines. He needs to create something from scratch, and I feel that that's just not his strong suit. I feel that eventually we're going to need players that can control what we're doing, but are better between the lines. Your Fabio Vieiras, your Odegaards, if you push them to left wing, maybe Smith Rowe's, players with more attacking potential. We've been linked with Yuri Tielemans, who's actually going to be a really, really good signing for Arsenal. I think he's someone that can really provide a spark for Arsenal in that position, in the left half space, in the left channel. He can really provide that extra bit of quality. And when I see Xhaka in those positions, defensively, he's top, 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 top. But attacking wise, when we need ball strikers, which we really lack at Arsenal, I feel that Xhaka, even though he can strike a ball, Xhaka, that's not what his strong suits are. Like I can mention your Smith Rowes, Fabio Vieiras. We've been linked to Lucas Paqueta as well as another great player from Lyon. Yeah, I think Xhaka, we might need to move the project past him now. It's sad to say because you guys know how much I love him, but eventually we're gonna need to reach that top level, and I don't know, man. Maybe Xhaka's just yeah, Xhaka's just not there yet. And it hurts me to say it, but I'm glad I'm in a position to say it now because I know how good Arsenal are slowly becoming. But yeah, those are my takeaways from the Arsenal game today or yesterday, or whenever you're watching it. Let me know if you guys agree with me. Let me know if you guys disagree with me. Let me know if I should cover other teams because I really want to become more consistent on the YouTube thing. So yeah, let me know what you guys want to see. I'm going to be trying my best to post a lot more consistently, maybe a video a week, 2 videos a week. Please hold me to it, guys. And that's pretty much it. I've been Rimedi. You've been my loyal subscribers. Take care. Assalamu alaikum.